So when we went and seen our midwife, we got some information that I wasn't expecting. I have marginal cord insertion. There can be complications later down the road because of it. I'm gonna need to know basis of information only when it comes to pregnancy. If at any point in time the baby is measuring smaller than average, we will look at what to do at that point. Hi guys, Ashley here, mama of that hippie family. I just tried to cross my legs and my belly is too big for that. Let's try this. Thanks for coming to my channel and clicking on this video. I hope that it can be really helpful and informative for you if you have recently been diagnosed with any sort of pregnancy condition that might be causing you stress. I am currently 22 weeks pregnant. I just uploaded a video last week about our 20-week ultrasound, and then a week after that I went and seen my midwife. So when we went and seen our midwife, we got some information that I wasn't expecting because my first pregnancy with my 2-year-old was the most average pregnancy ever. There was never anything ever to talk about, really. It was just very average, as my midwife likes to say. I was told that I have marginal cord insertion, which sounds really technical, but it's pretty simple. It means that my placenta, the umbilical cord, is off center. It's more towards the edge. This is actually very normal. It does happen. It's not a huge cause for concern, but there can be complications later down the road because of it. When the cord is off-centered, it can affect the ability of how much nutrients the baby receives later in pregnancy. As of today, my baby and I are still on the average scale. I am measuring exactly where I should be, or baby is measuring exactly where they should be at 22 weeks. If you watched my first home birth, I'll link that here. If not, you might already know that I am not one to do a lot of intervening during pregnancy. I believe that pregnancy is a natural thing that my body knows how to do. I opt out of a lot of testing, screening, ultrasounds. I'm gonna need to know basis of information only when it comes to pregnancy. So my midwife did tell me about this and told me that in the future, we just have to monitor the size of the baby as they grow. As you can imagine, if you are out of the line of average or ordinary in any way, shape, or form, it can be a little bit stressful. That is why I tend to try not to do too much testing or ultrasounds, because on average, ultrasounds are actually pretty inaccurate. You can't see exactly what's happening inside your body. It gives you an idea of what's happening inside your body. So measurements are often off. They're not always correct, but it causes you to stress and to worry about your baby. Of course, you want to make sure that you do all of the right things and take the right steps to make sure that you have a healthy, happy little baby, which of course is what I want to do. I intend to still have a home birth if that is what is safest for my baby and I. Going forward, we will just keep measuring my belly to make sure that I'm growing as I should, or as the baby should, I suppose. And if at any point in time the baby is measuring smaller than average, we will look at what to do at that point. But until then, I don't feel like I have cause to worry. It's not a huge concern. So I want to share with you the things that I do in order to make sure or ensure that I am able to have a home birth. And those things are things that are in my control that I can do. Simple things like managing my stress levels. So the information that's on Google and on the internet about this placenta condition, I know the basis of it. I know worst case scenario and I know best case scenario. I don't need to know all of the details in between because they don't actually affect me, and knowing that information will cause me to probably stress unnecessarily. So I've taken that information, I've assessed it, and I've decided that there's no cause to worry until there's reason to worry. I do meditate during pregnancy. I should do it more. It helps me a lot. I find, you know what's really interesting? I was talking to another girlfriend about this the other day. I find that when I am pregnant, in some ways it is easier for me to relax because I only have one mission in life right now. My mission is to grow a healthy little baby. So anything outside of that realm and raising my toddler, it's out of my control. Like, I'm not worrying about anyone else's problems. I'm not worrying about anything else that's going on. I'm not worrying about what's happening in the world. Those things are out of my control. I am worrying about growing a healthy little baby, and I just focus on that. I use a lot of affirmations. Affirmations are usually a mantra of some sort that you repeat to yourself over and over again to create calmness. That's what I use my affirmations for mostly in pregnancy. I have two favorite affirmations that I tend to say the most. Number one, my baby and I deserve a gentle birth, and I trust in my baby and my body to have a healthy delivery. Every time I have any doubt rise up or get in there, I instantly just say, shoo fly, don't bother me, and I repeat to myself my affirmation. Number two, I say to myself that I make the right choices for my baby and I by trusting my inner wisdom and my inner gut and my inner ancestral power. We are women. We are meant to give birth. We are literally designed to give birth. There are complications that come along. There are reasons for emergencies that come along in birth, and thank God for the medical system to support women who need those medical emergencies. I find by channeling my inner wisdom and trusting in myself and meditating and finding ways to stay calm during my pregnancy helped me so much during my labor, because when you're in labor, you really can't think of anything else besides what your body is going through. It's like this magical, like, golden avenue that you're walking down in your mind that is taking you to where you need to go. I just like tune everything out. I practice hypnobirthing during labor. My last labor, I was completely like home birth, drug free, and I just get in the zone. I go into my golden street and I just know that, like, we're walking down the path and there's an end line at this path, and that's baby time, meeting my baby. I have a book that was like my Bible, my first pregnancy, and I'm right back at it for my second pregnancy. I read this book front to back and follow all of the tips and tricks that are inside of it. It's called Mindful Pregnancy. There's meditations in there, yoga practices, stretches that you can do that are good for your body, hypnobirthing, natural remedies, natural nutrition, and it goes from first trimester to your fourth trimester. Yes, includes postpartum care for you and baby. Of course, I will keep you guys updated with whatever information that I find out. I like to be straightforward and honest with you because I hope to inspire you to trust in your body, trust in your baby and yourself, and have a beautiful birthing experience that you can look back on without fear and sense of trauma. I believe in you. I think that you can do it. I think that we are capable of a lot more than sometimes we're led to believe, and I think that the media sometimes puts a lot of fear into us. They make birth and labor seem like this terrifying ordeal in a hospital with like screaming and punching husbands out, and that's the movies and that's TV, and it does not have to be that way. You can have a calm, relaxing, beautiful experience even in the hospital if you choose that's where you want to be. Wherever you choose to give birth, it can be calm, it can be beautiful, and you can enjoy it. Make sure you subscribe to my channel. I got a lot of birth stuff happening, pregnancy stuff happening, motherhood. I've already got one on the go and he is busy. As always, have a great rest of your day. I will have a great rest of my day, and I'll see you in the next one.